Hi everyone, Joe Vitale, American Retirement Advisors with the Gradient Investments weekly talking points for the week ending March 25th, 2022. Let's talk about stocks that were broadly higher across the major indices, with the S&P 500 up 1.81%. The Russell 2000 was down 0.38%, but the NASDAQ was up 1.99%. Now overseas, the developed markets, the EFA was up 0.2%, while the emerging markets was up 0.23%. The U.S. energy and materials were the best performing sectors, while healthcare and real estate were the laggards. Now, large cap did outperform smaller caps this last week. So let's talk about fixed income. Interest rates rose and bond values fell across the board, with the aggregate bond index down 1.82%. Year to date, it has declined 6.89%, which is why we say, oh my goodness, why is my bond portfolio? That's a run to safety, but everybody's down 6% in bonds, which is supposed to be the safe haven, which is why we look at alternatives that have no risk part of the portfolio, which that way you don't lose anything. So the rate on a 10-year treasury rose 34 basis points last week to 2.48%. This compares to 1.52% at the start of the year, nearly a full percentage point up. Let's talk about commodities. The price of oil rose 10.5% to $113.90 per barrel for West Texas crude, and prices were driven by fears of a pipeline disruption in Kazakhstan and the possible imposition of an oil embargo on Russia. Who knows what's going to happen, right? But we'll get through this. Economic data: new home sales in February dropped 2% from the prior month to an annual rate of 772,000, disappointing versus the consensus expectations for 810,000. It also represented a 6.2% decline on a year-over-year basis. Now, the average sales price of new homes were $511,000, and this is now a 6-month supply of new homes available for sale, which is considered balanced. The sale of existing homes slid 4.1% in February from the prior month, according to pending sales data. That's the lowest level in nearly 2 years. On a year-over-year basis, sales were down 5.4%. Higher mortgage rates and sustained price appreciation has led to a year-over-year increase in a 28% in mortgage payments. So initial jobless claims in the third week of March fell to 187,000. That's the lowest since 1969, and below the consensus estimate by nearly 26,000. This proves that the labor market continues to tighten as we continue our post-pandemic growth, which again, there's so many jobs out there as anybody applies, and they're pretty good paying jobs more and more. So let's talk about company news. Palo Alto Networks, which is a core select in G33 Holdings, shares rose 7.86% as concerns mounted for potential cyber attacks, and that the U.S. will use all its tools to deter, detract, and possibly respond to the potential attacks. As a leader in cybersecurity sector, Palo Alto is expected to lead the efforts. Rising energy prices drove up the price of numerous oil companies held by Gradient Investments in the following strategies by 4.7 to 9.4%. In the core select, we've got the ConocoPhillips and Chevron. In the G50, we have ExxonMobil and Chevron. The G40 has Suncor, Shell, BP, Energy, ConocoPhillips, Chevron. So all those different sectors have represented very good growth in the last week. Okay, fun fact. Did you know the oldest major league baseball park in home field is the Boston Red Sox, Fenway Park? I know a lot of you knew that. Fenway Park officially opened in 1912. The stadium is still operating to this day. This year's home opening day for the Sox will be April 15th against the Minnesota Twins. That's it for the week. Thank you so much for being part of the ARA family. Remember, if you need to contact us, call us 855-756-5700. Visit our website at aradvisorsinc.com. Visit our Facebook or YouTube pages and scan the QR code at the end of this video to subscribe to our newsletter, which I'm sure you're already getting. God bless you. That's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.